Good morning, all. Create the highest, greatest vision possible for life because you become what you believe. It is important to do come up with your career planning as it gives you the much needed direction and makes it clear where you see yourself in the future. National Service Scheme units of Government College of Engineering Kannur are here with the session Road to Career, which gives you an idea of various job opportunities in your respective fields. To handle this session, we have with us Mr. Ashwin P. Chandran, Director of CGP Career Avenues. He's a GATE faculty for the past 16 years and has conducted 150 career talks. Chairman of ACM, Association of Computing Machinery Column, and former Secretary, Computer Society of India, Trivandrum Chapter. With all honor, we welcome you, sir, to this session, and I welcome all the students who have gathered up here. And now, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sangeeta. So, let us have a very interactive session. I will share you my experience and knowledge I have. Okay, and if you have any doubts, please be free to ask at any point of time. Okay. So I guess we have students from electrical and mechanical students for this webinar from SQ to S8, right? Okay. So many of you are in the beginning phase of your engineering life, and many of you are winding up your engineering in at least formal studies. Okay. So lot of opportunities are there for engineering students. So we'll be pointing out the major opportunities. Now, when we talk about placements, it's one of the most highlight of an engineering course. You cannot find a course where more than 100 students from a same college, from the same batch, gets offered in a single day with a package of around 3 lakhs per annum. Okay, of course, MBA students will not be in larger number. Okay, for science and maths, all courses have its beauty. Okay, there's nothing to underestimate any course or overestimate any course, but the beauty of engineering course is the opportunities students get after this 4-year course. This 4-year course equip you to face the world, to solve the problems in a better way. That is why there has been always demand in engineering. I mean, there was a film called Vadakan Selfie. After seeing the film, many students thought that engineering has lost its flavor. Nothing like that. It is still the most promising course, and country needs lot of engineers, right? A lot of opportunities. Now, when we talk about placements, right, there are mainly 3 types of placements. One is placements by IT companies, placements by core companies, and I also put another term called product-based companies. Okay, so majority of the students in top colleges get opportunity to attend the placement process when they reach the 7th semester. I think many of SA students have already been placed and also continuing the process. Okay, so when you reach the 7th semester, you get an opportunity to attend the placement process. Placements also are mainly done by private companies. Okay, so many companies like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, they recruit students irrespective of the branches. They only look at one thing, whether you are a good engineer. A student in electrical, a student in mechanical get opportunity to work in Infosys, TCS and all, where they test your subject knowledge, not your IT skills. Understood? So for every placement process, there will be first round an aptitude test where you will be tested on your maths, okay, and reasoning skills, and your verbal part. That is the comprehend reading passage will be given. You have to answer them like that. And those who clear that round will attend the second process, which is called group discussion. Okay, some companies, because of online process, have stopped GD and they call for direct interview. Okay, in GD, there will be a debate on a current topic. You'll be, once you clear the GD, you can attend the final phase of interview. And that interview again has technical part and HR part. In technical part, students will be tested on your technical skills. Understood? And HR part, they ask questions related to your HR domain, like your personal questions, your whole. This is to know your aptitude and attitude. Okay, so students from mechanical, electrical, or chemical, when they are placed in Infosys or TCS, they are not expected to do or a lot of coding and all. Okay, they are asked to do engineering jobs. Understood? They are asked to do engineering jobs. For example, I know a student who was placed in a IT company, okay, and he's from mechanical branch. He's still doing working in mechanical domain because the company is designing a soft. He's in the design part of the IT company where he's providing inputs for a plant, okay, and the company is developing software for that plant, manufacturing plant. So electrical students also can work as designer in IT industry where they can provide input to different sectors. So it is not about the branches. You are going to do engineering job in companies. Okay. Now, when talks about placements, majority of the recruitments in private companies happen in IT. There are certain companies called product-based companies. And these product-based companies recruit through codathon, hackathon, and coding contest. For example, there is a company called Musicma. Okay, they recruit freshers every year. They conduct recruitment through programming test. Okay, they are purely coding-based companies, but open to all branches. Musicma is there, Direct is there. They offer a package of around 12 lakhs per annum. I mean, directly offers a package of around 12 lakhs per annum where they test your coding skills. Now, coming to robot companies like Bosch. Bosch is a company that recruit both mechanical and electrical students. Okay, at times they call for a GPA of 8.5 GPA and above, sometimes 7.8 GPA and above, where you'll be tested on your aptitude, verbal, reasoning skills, and then the interview will be on technical domain. In last year, when electrical students attended this Bosch interview, majority of the questions were from power system, power electronics, and machines. And when mechanical students attended, they asked questions from industrial manufacturing and thermodynamics, thermal part. So it is all about the subject knowledge you have. Okay. So whenever a company comes for interview, they test your subject knowledge. They believe that if you are good in your core subjects, they can train in their domain according to their requirement. That's the philosophy behind IT recruitment and other drives. Now, an electrical student or a mechanical student, can they do anything in IT industry except for coding? I know all of you would have learned C or C++ in your course. Okay. But rather than that, in IT industry, there is an opportunity for mechanical, civil, electrical students. It is in the area called quality analyst or software tester. Okay, here you need not know coding. You need not know coding. You will be testing the product and check whether the product meets your requirement and specifications. For example, if I want to design a spoon, the spoon will be designed for different purposes. To take medicine from a bottle or a sugar from a jar, all the requirements, each and every purpose has got different requirements. So based on that, the product is designed. So quality analyst checks whether a software meets the requirement according to the specifications. You need not know coding. And if you are not interested in coding, one opportunity is quality analyst and software tester in IT industry where you need not do any coding. Understand? You just have to check whether the software is working properly or not. In India, one of the leading company in quality analysis is Nest Technologies. I'm not talking about Quest, I'm talking about Nest. Okay. The director in quality analyst is one Mr. Balamurli. He did his MTech and BTech in civil engineering. Okay. So many students are unaware about this opportunity in IT industry. Then you can work in DevOps. You can work in content design and all, right? But being an engineer, you should be flexible to work in different verticals. Understood? Different verticals. Now, I'm going to present a slide, okay, highlighting the various opportunities you are going to have in government sector. So after completing your beta course, both electrical and mechanical students have an option called Indian Engineering Service, IES. Okay, so it is a prestigious exam like civil service. So that it is called civil service for engineers. Okay, so this test will be both objective as well as subjective. Understood? So it is one of the top exam in engineering science, engineering sector. Okay, so it is like IIT, JEE mains advanced exam that plus two students write. Okay. Then I'll talk more about that. Then we have an exam called GATE, Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, where you have to study 10 subjects thoroughly. Then for Master in Design, you can write 3D exam conducted by National Institute of Design. Then IMU, okay, for Marine Engineering and Ocean Engineering, any branch can attend this exam. The topics will be mainly from maths and physics that you studied in 11th and 12th. Then environmental engineering and management is not for civil alone. Other branch of students can also apply. Now, coming to higher studies. I'm talking about higher studies. It's not for computer science. I just made a PPT in the morning for a computer science branch. So I just highlighting that it is open for all branches because there's no IES for computer science. Okay, so it's for all branches. Now for higher studies, you can do MTech in teaching assistants, which is a 2-year program. Then you can do in R&D research assistants MTech, which could be of 3 years. IITs offer direct PhD program also, but integrated PhD is also offered by IITs. MTech, MS by research and MSc in engineering by IIScs and Master of Design by IISc and IIT Kharagpur. Then integrated PhD in astrophysics. Many students in electrical domain are very interested to do research in astrophysics. So Indian Institute of Astrophysics provides opportunity in that. Then if you are interested to work in defense sector, then you can do MTech in DIT Pune. Okay. And there's a fellowship program. I'll be coming to that in detail in my subsequent discussions. So other than that, you can have placements, many government jobs, PSU jobs, railways, bank specialist officer, and PSC technical jobs. So in government sector, the average salary will be around 50 to 70,000 per month, and some organizations are even paying up to 85, 90K per month. So these are some of the opportunities that you get in government sector, right? So I'll talk about the exams in detail, just mentioning these opportunities. Then in private companies, based on your project, based on your internship, and based on your CAT score or GATE score, again you get these opportunities. Now coming back, I hope you are clear till this point. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, I don't think so. You can continue.
Right. So for all the exams, if you talk about mechanical students, you have to be thorough in 10 subjects. Okay. If you want to crack any engineering exam in competitive sector, in public sector, or ISRO or any other organizations, you have to be good in 10 subjects. I'm just mentioning the subjects. It is mechanics, strength of materials, fluid mechanics, thermo part, which includes thermodynamics, thermal and HMT, machines, which include PLS machines, machine designs and vibrations, industrial and manufacturing. So these are the subjects you should be thorough with to get a government job in mechanical. And for electrical students, you have to be thorough in analog, digital, signals, networks, and electrical machines, power system, power electronics, and control systems. And also you have to study measurements and a bit of electromagnetic theory. Okay. So these are the subjects electrical students has to focus for getting into government job. Okay. So 99% of the questions from any competitive exam in electrical or mechanical covers these subjects. So if you are good in these subjects, you can easily crack a government job in electrical or mechanical. Okay. Now when it comes to GATE exam, when it comes to ISRO exam, they gave more emphasis to industrial manufacturing and thermo field. When it comes to electrical students, you have to study dielectric materials in addition to the above mentioned subjects. Understood? So for ISRO recruitment happens every year, except for last time, final year students are eligible for the exam. So current final year students would be able to write the exam it should have happened in June. I think it will happen in August, September. You can write that exam. Pre-final year students can write in 2022, June, July. Same with S2 and S4 in your subsequent final years. Okay. Then BARC BARC conducts exams every year. Okay. DRDO conducts exam every year. Same with BSNL and all. So lot of opportunities are there. I'm talking about one exam called GATE. Okay. GATE stands for Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. You can write GATE when you are in essays, when you are in sixth semester from this year onwards. You can write GATE in essay and you can write n number of times. There is no age limit for GATE. There is no attempt limit for GATE. You can write n number of times. Around 72 public sector undertakings are recruiting students through this exam called GATE. 72 PSUs are recruiting students through this exam called GATE. It includes BARC, Indian Oil Corporation, Hindustan Petroleum, DRDO, all these organizations. ISRO doesn't recruit through GATE, but the exam pattern is same as that of GATE. That is why these many students apply for around 12 lakh students attend GATE exam every year. Okay, it is not for MTech, it is for getting into government job. Okay, it is for getting into government job. Hope you are clear till this point. Now, BARC, suppose they have 500 vacancies, okay, 250 vacancies are filled through GATE and remaining 250, they conduct their own exam, which is same as that of GATE. The syllabus pattern is same as that of GATE. So you can write that exam, okay. Same with DRDO, BSNL, all these organizations recruit through GATE and they conduct their own exams, so 50% of the seats are filled. There's an exam called Air Traffic Controller, ATC. Okay, mechanical students have their own exam syllabus in ATC. Okay, other students have to follow physics and maths that you studied in 11th and 12th for ATC exam. Okay, air traffic control examination. It happened 2 months before. Okay, it happened 2 months before. So only pass out students were able to attend that. Understood? So, and now coming to Kerala PSC, there is if any one of you is interested in teaching, and if you don't want to go for MTech, there's an opportunity called lecturer in Polytechnic. Okay, where BTech alone is the eligibility, and the syllabus is almost same as what I have mentioned. Okay, BTech is eligibility. Mechanical, they have invited application for a mechanical, electrical. Maybe many of you may be fortunate if they invite application for electrical in by August, where you are passed out students will be eligible. Okay, so this is one opportunity, and KCB, PWD, a lot. Every 2 years you may get opportunities in PSC sectors also. Then you have SSC JE, Railway JE exams. Okay, Junior Engineering, Railways and SSC. So on average, an electrical student gets around 12 opportunities every year in your core domain. If you are good in these subjects, you can crack them. Mechanical students, again on average, get around 12 opportunities every year. Sometimes it may go up to 15, sometimes it may be maybe less than 10. So it varies from year to year. On average, you get around 12 opportunities. That means if a student studies that above mentioned 10 subjects, the chances of getting into PSU will be much higher. Because but I was not able to crack the exam. What I say is, if you really put effort, you are not going to have 10 bad days every year. Understood? 12 opportunity it will be around 12 days or 10 days or 9, whatever be. You are not going to have that many bad days every year. So if you prepare with passion, you can get a job in your core sector with a package of 65,000 rupees per month on average. For that, you have to be thorough in 10 subjects. Okay. And there is a lot of importance in this called intentions. and your project. Many R&D organizations are recruiting students based on your project and internships. There's a company called Tata LHC where they offer internship in electric vehicle, it's not ECD, EVD, electric vehicle design. So students of mechanical and electrical usually do there. Then companies like Quest, QBurst, all of them provide internship, and based on your project also. If you have a good project idea, you can apply to the R&D divisions of these companies. They'll be more than happy to help you. Understood? They'll be more than happy to help you. Understood? So your projects have got extreme significance. I'm sure where electrical students are not aware about this company called Shema Power Infrastructure, which is based in Chennai. They recruit civil electrical students every year. So it is always good if you go do some study some softwares and or which support your studies. Understand? Computer aided courses and all are always good, but they may not help you to get a package more than 15,000 rupees per month. I have been having experience of around 15 years in teaching and placement field. I've never seen a student getting a job at more than 10,000 rupees in private sector by studying some softwares. But it's always good to have knowledge on these softwares, but you have to good in technology, which is modern technology. There's something called data science. Many students from Trivandrum NITs and all are studying that, irrespective of the branches. There's a course called data science or mechanical. There's a course called data science political. So all these opportunities are available. Okay, so you have to grab them. Now, MBA. So many of you may be passionate towards MBA. It's an excellent program. IIMs offer a program called PGDM, called Postgraduate Diploma in Management. Okay, so for IIM, for getting admission IIMs, you have to write an exam called CAT. CGP, my organization, doesn't offer CAT program, but it is a prestigious exam. Any engineering student should attempt, should give worth a try. It's worth a try. Okay, it happens in November, December every year when you are in S7. Okay, and of course, passed out students can also attend CAT exam. Okay, now if you get an excellent score in CAT, okay, you will get admissions in IIMs, and the fees in IIMs is around 15 lakhs. Okay, fees in IIMs will be around 15 lakhs. But after completing your PGDM, you'll be getting close to 12 lakhs per annum. Okay, you'll be getting 12 lakhs per annum. CAT score is valid for only that given year. Okay, CAT score is only valid for that year, and you won't get any stipend. Now, for getting admissions for MTech, you have to write this exam called GATE. GATE score is valid for 3 years. GATE score is valid for 3 years. And if you do MTech anywhere in India, MHRD is paying 12,000 rupees per month as stipend. Okay, there's a proposal to enhance it to 25,000 rupees per month as stipend. After completing your first year of coursework, second year you can do an internship in an R&D company where they pay you like 32,000 rupees per month as stipend, additional to a GATE stipend. Understood? Okay, so the advantage with GATE is you don't have the fees is maximum 2 lakhs. You are getting monthly stipend, and after your MTech, your average salary will be 12 lakhs per annum. Same as that of in IIT, okay, same as IIM's PGDM. So it's much, if you're a neutral student, I think GATE is a far better option. But if you are passionate towards MBA, please go with your passion. Don't have to look at the figures in GATE and migrate to GATE. You always do according to your mindset or your passion, okay, because it will never cheat you. Understood? There's another opportunity called fellowship program offered by IIMs. Okay, it is equivalent to PhD. You can do fellowship in energy sector, you can do fellowship in operational research, you can do fellowship in HR, you can do fellowship in finance and systems. Here you'll be paid a monthly stipend of 25,000 rupees. It's a 4-year program equivalent to PhD. Admission is based on CAT, JRF net, Gate. Okay. IAM Calicut only admits through CAT. All other IAMs take JRF gate into consideration. Understood? So this is another opportunity for students. Fellowship program. Okay. Many students are not aware about this program. Here accommodation, every expense is taken care by IAM. They'll be paying you 2 lakhs to meet your miscellaneous expenses also. Okay. Now, any doubt till this point?
If anyone have doubts, please do ask. Otherwise, we can continue, sir.
Please be free to ask any doubts. I hope all are listening to my talk.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to foreign studies, for that you can write, if you want to work in foreign country, you have to write IELTS exam. And if you want to do studies abroad, you can write GRE exam. Understood? But now, in this world of Corona, many are not advising people to do PG in foreign countries. Maybe you can do PG in India and go for PhD abroad. I always, in pre-Corona situation also, I used to recommend to students, it's always good to do PG in India and PhD abroad. Because PGs in foreign countries will be around 25 lakhs, which is very, very expensive. And if you are not, if there is a recession and all, which is not, is completely beyond our control, then finance will be really affected. So PhD means based on your research work, whether it's MBA or MTech, there will be so many foreign universities that are ready to sponsor you. So that is a good option. You can do foreign countries in that way, foreign studies in that way. And also, there are some students have asked me whether to go for direct PhDs and IITs. In direct PhDs and IITs, they pay around 65,000 rupees per month as stipend. Okay, but we don't recommend students to go for that simply because if you have a experience in MTech, doing a project with your MTech, then be far better than doing direct PhD. You're only oriented towards projects very easily after you picked up. So it'll be always good if you do PG, do a project with your PG, and then migrate to PhD. And now coming to foreign countries, the country where majority of the students used to go were US and Germany. Okay, for going to Germany, you have to learn German, but now Japan, many students are preferring Japan, especially for mechanical and electrical field, because lot of opportunities are there, but it's very expensive and you will have to learn Japanese. For going to Germany, you have to learn German also. Okay, so that is one. And Japanese collaborations is happening in many companies in India. Okay, so for that you have to write some Japanese examinations. Okay, now I forgot to mention the most important exam in India, civil service. CGP doesn't offer any course on civil service, but it is a worth try exam. I can say that it's one of the few exams where if you are really a hard-working student, you can easily crack. But you have to dedicate at least 2 years for that exclusively. It won't work if you work in some organizations and prepare for civil service. It may not work out. You have to prepare exclusively for civil service exams. I think many of you may be knowing engineering students have got a greater chance to crack civil service exams compared to any domain of studies. I give an example. 2 Malayalis have secured first rank in civil service exam. One was Sri Raju Narayana Swami and the other was Srimati Harida. Both were engineers. One was in computer science and the other was in electronics and communication. So why this engineers crack these exams is, if you go to bank also, majority of the people who get selected are engineers. Why? Because even if a student fails in some subjects in engineering, they're capable, they have developed the art of self-learning, they have learned the art of problem solving. I'm not talking about problems in power electronics or thermodynamics. I'm talking about the problem solving skills you develop over years in solving problems of life. So that is the advantage with this 4-year course. That's the beauty of this 4-year course. If you go to any sector, you can see engineers shining there. So there's no doubt that you have chosen the right course if you are a S2 student. And SA students, if you really plan your studies, you can be into a core domain in 6 months from now. And if you are a pre-final year or second year student, why again you can get a core job in government sector in 6 months from where you pass out if you plan your studies well. Now I'll just again present a slide on what we do. So many of students I've discussed about this part like MTech or MBA, which is good for me. I told you have to go with your passion. Now many students have asked me, should we go for any coaching? Okay, whether it is GATE or CAT or civil service. So these are the points I've mentioned. When you pay some fees, whether it's nominal also, you become more serious. And if you have to invest 15 hours of self-studies, there you have to invest only 7 hours because an expert, if you're joining a right center, an expert will be guiding you from the beginning. And then there'll be an examination, results, ranking and all, which will be, and also a proper structured timetable, which may help you out. And test series is very, very, very important for any exam, whether it's CAT or GATE or GRE or civil service. The more tests you do, okay, you become more accurate and you have more, you develop more speed in solving problems. And CGP stands for Center for Gate and Placement. We do mainly 2 programs. One is integrated course for GATE, ISR or BARC, PSU, JE exams, where a student can study till they get a government job or MTech in IIT without any additional fees. We provide complete books and test series. Also, we also do complete placement training for students, including training on hackathons and codathons. So all our faculty members are alumni of IITs. We provide them complete books and test series. Placement training is included in part of our GATE program. And we also provide corporate sponsorship scheme for financially deserving students. No student will be denied studying if because of their financial background. Our alumni who are performing well in industries take care of that. And we share the faculty pool in advance so that students know that IIT, NIT alumni and people under rank 500 are teaching them. I don't see anyone else can support to this extent. And you can reach out to us for any clarifications. I'll just test you. So for SA students, you will be having ISR exam maybe in August, September. So what I advise you is you can join our program or you can study on your own. There's nothing wrong in studying on your own also. Okay, you can start preparing now and complete 2 to 3 subjects when you are in SA. I know you have project, you have seminar, everything. Okay, you can dedicate 2 to 3 subjects in SA. And after you pass out, you do intensive 2 months program on your own or with any organization and try to perform very well in ISR exam. Okay. Now coming to S6 students, if you dedicate 25 hours per month, if you dedicate 25 hours per month, you can crack a government job in 6 months. That is before November 2022, you can crack a government job, provided you have exams coming in that schedule. Okay. And what CGP do is we provide complete live class and recorded videos, and even if a live class is missed, it's provided as recorded. Okay. And subjects relevant in the semester is covered. For example, if mechanical student in S6 has to study HMD or thermal engineering, we will teach that subject in that semester, so that it helps in the academics also. Electrical students, we teach them electromagnetic theory in the semester, so they help in the academics. Same with S4 students. If you start preparing now, you dedicate 15 hours every month. The biggest advantage is you can attend GATE when you are in sixth semester. Okay, and you can perform a very good show in S6, and again you can repeat in S8. So the chances of getting in S6 will be very large because you don't have any tension. So chance of cracking the exam will be much higher when you are in sixth semester. Nothing wrong in S8 also, understood. So for S4 student, you have to dedicate 15 hours per month, study per subject 11 to the semester, and in that way your academic GPA will 100% improve. I've never ever seen a student whose GPA depreciates or decreases because of structured gate program. Okay, and all the classes are by IIT, NIT alumni from Bangalore, Hyderabad. And before a student joins, we do share the faculty pool in advance, and also we share them the recorded video of our live class so that they get a feel of our class, and then only they are requested to join. Okay, and one advantage that we provide is a student can study without any additional fees till they get ISRO or IAT or PSC. For S2 students, you don't have to start preparing for GATE now. You can start preparing from S3 or S4. The best time to prepare for GATE exam is S3. Okay, and you never think of dedicating more time. The best time is to crack the exam while you are studying. Mention all the points which are relevant to this GATE program and all. After this webinar, if you have any doubts regarding your career or on our program, you can WhatsApp me. My colleague, Mr. Rajesh, was planning to take the session. Unfortunately, he was not well. His entire family members have fever, so he was not able to. That's why I took this webinar. For any doubt on your career, even if you don't join our program, I don't care. We'll be very happy to help you and guide you, okay, and give you neutral opinion on your career. You can WhatsApp to this number. Okay. So our organization is called CGP Career Avenues. We have an office in Payyanur also, and primarily based in Trivandrum. We have a full-fledged online system of classes with 20 with one-to-one online doubt clearance facility also, which nobody else offers. I'd be very happy if you share your feedback so that we can also improve on in future. Now I'll be happy to take any of your queries and clear your doubts.
If you have any doubts, you can just ask him directly by unmuting your mic, or you can use the help of your chat window. Anyone?
So assuming that you don't have any other queries, we can wind up. And if you can be very free to ask your doubts, okay. When it comes to asking your doubts, please don't fear on asking or don't think on what others will think about us. You can be bold enough to ask your queries. I hope you would have gained something from this webinar. So shall we wind up? If in the case if you don't have any doubts, we can wind up now.
Okay, sir. I think no one have queries, and if there is, I'll just let
Yeah, yeah, fine.
you know.
So
Okay.
wishing you all the
So,
very best wishes. Okay,
okay, sir.
stay safe and
We'll
focus on your
have
studies also. Yeah, please.
okay, sir. We will have small feedback on our session. Anyone with the feedback? Devdarshan.
Once again,
Hello, sir.
yeah,
Actually, it was a great fortune for me to attend this session because it was so helpful that you actually didn't even, it was not such a short, you actually expanded the horizon of chances or, possibilities we are going to face, we are going to get. And it was so much useful when we get into the final stages of our completion of the course. And of course I think when you will be a great guiding force when facing some difficulties or confusions. And is indeed, and actually I don't know how to define about the course, and it was so much happy to attend, and it was so great. And I am sure that all of the students who attend this will be greatly benefited. And thank you a lot for doing this session for us, and it's great happy. Thank you, sir.
thank you, thank you, thanks a lot. So, dear students, wishing you all the best wishes. Have an excellent career ahead. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable time, and I thank all of the audience who have gathered upon here for this session. Okay, once again, thanking you all. Okay.